Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, and this is a seance episode. These episodes feature games of the horror genre, so grab your salt and holy water as we voluntarily scare ourselves this week. I'm your host, Emma.
This is Rylan.
And this is Shawn.
Join us for this week's discussion episode as we commune with the beyond and enter the gaming spirit world. For the remainder of this episode, let me be your game guide.
We're back.
Clack, clack.
Clack, clack.
Bang!
Yeah. Shooting folks in CULTIC. Part 1. Chapter 1.
Part 2.
Is it?
Well, no.
Well, part 2. Part
Let
1
me
of
be your
CULTIC.
game guide, episode 2, CULTIC, chapter 1.
Yes. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry.
It's a discussion episode.
Yeah. We're going to be spoiling all the things. Talking about our experiences with the game.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is Rylan's pick.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you didn't listen to last week's episode, we do a more critical rating of the game. Actually, we talked about a lot of really fun things that we probably won't touch on this week because we're focused more on like spoilers and other stuff. But definitely, if you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to last week. It's super fun. And we also give like a description of the game. We talk about the developer a teensy bit. So yeah. But before we get too far into this, don't forget to give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/letmebeyourgg, where you can view episodes early as they post sometime on Sunday, a couple days before the episode posts everywhere else, and that's for free. If you join our $1 tier Patreon, which is called Achievement Unlocked, you can view the Press Start series, which is a video series of me playing the first hour of the game we're about to talk about. So it's fun. Rylan and Shawn are in the ether most of the time, and you can kind of watch that and see our initial thoughts on the game and then see how our final rating compares. Like maybe the end half of the game is shit. Who knows?
It happens,
but
folks.
yeah. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's LetMeBeyourGG. And we are on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Follow us on Twitch. Turn on notifications. You will get notified when we go live. Unscheduled are the Press Start series episodes. We do stream those, so if you want to get around that $1, you can just be ready to hop on whenever we decide to stream those. Otherwise, you can also be prepared every other Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time to watch us react to a trailer for one of the upcoming games that we're covering. So that's a great time. You can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide, with no spaces. You can also email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. This is the best way to send in game requests. Just make sure you include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. Whew. We've been doing this podcast for over a year now. And you guys think that you know what we were talking about this time last year.
I don't. I've said I have no idea the entire time.
Rylan is very confident.
Rylan's very confident.
So this episode's releasing the last week of December.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? I hope you had a good Christmas. I was going to say Halloween.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
I hope you had a good Halloween and a good Christmas.
Thanking too.
That too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or whatever you celebrate.
Yeah.
I hope you had a
Kwanzaa,
good. Yeah.
Hanukkah,
I hope you had a good one.
Hope you just are having good.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You don't know?
Basically, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. The timing has slowly been getting more and more off. So this episode actually falls closest to our New Year's episode. So this time last year, we were posting a New Year. Yes, I did.
Tricky trickster.
Yeah. Go back to this time last year, listen to our New Year's episode, and then just get pumped for this year's New Year's episode because we're going to do similar things, but we got more stats.
Nice.
I was on top of it this year. We kept track of all the statistics of our ratings.
Dang.
And we are going to give ourselves the chance to re-rate some things because since I rated some things, there's one in particular that since I rated it like the day after, I was like, uh-oh.
UFO 50, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, because the next game, like this time last year, that rating episode actually lines up perfectly with our next.
Okay.
Just day wise, it kind of like just falls that way.
Okay.
So yeah, so
So
this
you
time
tricked
last
me.
year I did.
She
You
said,
trickster.
"What game?" This is before the recording.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, you're right.
She said,
I
"What
did.
game do you think we played last year?"
Jeez.
This is a game that she's playing with us right now.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's just remind the listeners what our ratings were for Cultic, and then let's dive in.
4.5, baby.
I did 3.5. Not for anything bad. Oh, did I not?
No, I'm just shaking my head at
Oh,
you.
Sean doesn't know.
not for anything bad. I just didn't finish the game.
He's
so.
a cultist. That's
Yeah.
why he rated it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
That was really good, actually.
I rated it a 4.7.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
We liked the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah. Who remembers the intro? Because I sure as hell don't.
Negative Ghost Rider.
So-
No, wait. Don't you wake up? You like wake up in a pile of bodies, right?
Yeah. Are you talking like before that even?
Is there anything before that? I don't remember.
So when you start a new game, basically go watch the trailer, folks. And that's what the intro to the game is.
Yeah.
It like has some words flash on the screen, some articles, and basically it's like you get the vibe that there's like mysterious shit, kidnapping, murders like going on, and you're like an investigator going there, and you pull
Yeah.
up in your car, and it seems like there's people there to get you when you're there.
Mhm.
So the gameplay actually starts up like you said, Sean. You like wake up in a pile of bodies.
Mhm.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah. And then you're trying to figure out what the heck's going on.
And
So
you hear the flies.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's
Buzzing.
so gruesome. It's not
Yeah.
just like a pile of bodies. It's like cut up bodies and all
Yeah.
sorts of
yeah,
crap.
Yeah.
like a pit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good.
And this level is called the Grave
Mhm.
as well.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
I've pulled up all the level names if needed.
I got
but
it.
You got
Yeah.
it. I'll
Oh,
lock
there you
my
go.
phone then. You don't need me.
Yeah.
No, we need you.
You're like, just in case.
The first map, the Grave, you learn about your weapon wheel and you get your axe, and I believe you get your pistol here. I think.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then I don't really remember much about this level, to be frank. I think it's just a graveyard and you get through it.
So
I think
you,
it's just tutorially.
you go a short ways and you encounter some cultists. I think the first ones are coming at you with an axe.
Yeah.
And so you can take them out, and now you have axes that you can
Mm.
hit people with, and you can throw. The axe is pretty fun, but I didn't really use it a lot. But as you go, you get to, I think it's like a police station.
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
almost like
right.
a police station or just like a sheriff's station.
Yeah, because it's pretty rural. It seems like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like small town, small town sheriff.
Yeah, there's like
vibes.
2 or 3 jail cells.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess there's a little bit more than that, but there's not a ton there.
Yeah.
It's like an office space, and it's a small building.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's some cultists in there you take out. You didn't do this on the live stream, Emma, but you can like get in events in that building. I spent so much time. It took me
Oh
like
my
an hour
God.
to
Oh,
get
I
through
did
this
get
level.
in the vents in there. Yeah, I do remember that.
I was so blindly just running away
Yeah.
from people. I was so scared.
But yeah, it's like a lot of tutorial stuff. Introduces you to
Mhm.
like upgrading weapons because you get the
Yep.
revolver, and a lot of you can upgrade weapons in this game. There's like a garage with some folks.
Yeah. Yeah, the workbench is there's workbenches in
Yeah.
each level, and you have to get parts to then upgrade your weapons. So it can go from one part, like the hatchet has a 1-part upgrade where you can just see where you're throwing, but then you can like upgrade their damage or upgrade their recoil or upgrade their magazines. There's a lot of stuff that you can add. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get your first little piece of paper out right outside, like in the back of this sheriff station.
Uh-huh.
mhm.
And it's like inside a shipping container or something like that. I don't remember, but I remember
Yeah.
climbing in and
Yeah, it's
reading
it's
it and
field
being-
notes.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's and you pick up these field notes, and it took me a couple chapters to realize I was like, oh, we're following the story of someone who was investigating.
Yeah, you start looking at some of the notes, and yeah, it's an old PI who started investigating what was happening with this cult, and so he's trying to figure out what's going on, and he talks about how he asked to get introduced to a meeting or get invited to a meeting
At the community center.
at the
Yeah.
community center. Yeah, and it's like really creepy vibes. Apparently, he explains like it was really weird. It's really secretive. It's kind of creepy, but he wants to go investigate it and see what's going on with this group. And so that's kind of the gist of that first section.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of like going to different camps. Like you're kind of almost going down the road.
For
Yeah.
a minute, and you come across a mine door that you can go into the mine, but you can't get through this one gated door. And so you kind of have this adventure underground a little bit. You end up in a very spooky cave with like parts of bodies hanging from the ceiling and stuff.
Oh yeah, and they come for you.
They do. Well,
eventually,
you get into this and there's nothing going on. It's just a very spooky area, another locked gate, and then you find the key. And when you find the key, that triggers the chainsaw man and these.
Yeah. And that part actually sucked because it was kind of like a one-way. Like you were in a fatal funnel and you could not get out unless you fought that guy.
Yeah.
And so I died a few times from that guy.
Did I get there on stream?
You did.
I don't remember that. Like, I remember it happening, but
that was like the very last thing you did on stream, which I thought was funny because it's like very close to the end of the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I hopped back on like a couple days later. I was like, all right, let's beat this level. And I took like 2 steps and I was like, oh. Almost done. Oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that chainsaw guy messed me up too. I had to, that was like, I think I died like 3 times.
Yeah.
I was trying all sorts of stuff. You got him on the first try, I think.
I did. And I don't remember how. I may have just shot like all my bullets just like crazy. Go watch it. I'll have to go rewatch it. I remember.
I tried that. I tried dynamite. Like he just would get me, man.
Yeah.
You needed the headshots for those big those enemies. You had to hit them in the head.
And you had to just stay away from them. That was the hardest part, is just trying to stay away from them, because as soon as you got that chainsaw on you, you couldn't escape. That was it. You're dead.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
So
because you couldn't
move or do anything.
You were stuck.
So yeah, that sucked.
There was also this was kind of fun. There was like a guard station where the road was blocked off. If you get on that road a little bit, you didn't do this on stream. I don't know if you went there later or not, but on top of the little guard station, this guard station just has like the little arm that like comes down over the road, there was a guy on top of it who was dead, but he had a note that said that he was hiding up there from all the action. He says like, I don't know where they all came from. There's hundreds of them. And I was like, holy shit.
Whoa.
And fair enough, over the course of the game, I just counted up all my kill counts. I like almost hit 1,000 kills over the course of the game. So
sure.
Yeah, there's hundreds of them for sure.
There's hundreds of them. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, this level wasn't super exciting. That cave part really stands out to me when you're with the creepy chainsaw and everything. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Outside of that, though, it was very just like basic level. Like you're just trying to figure out the game, I think. So yeah. After you do this first section, the graveyard, then you go to the shipyard. Yeah. So you get through this section and then it opens up into kind of like a bayish, riverish kind of thing with a giant cargo boat. And then there's a couple other smaller boats that are there. And it took me a little time to get into the boat and figure out what I needed to do inside the boat.
Yeah.
It was quite the maze inside the boat.
Yeah. And
bigger on the inside, it felt like.
It definitely did. Yeah. And so I got like, you're supposed to get a couple different parts because you need to open up a door or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. And so in the boat, there's a couple different things that you need to find. And I didn't find all the pieces at first. So I found one piece. I'm like, oh, great. That's it. Bye. And I left the boat. And I went and ran around for a while and opened up some of the stuff and then realized I need to go back to the boat.
I think you need to find the key. Yep. And then the key lets you into the top part of the boat. And in the top part of the boat is the actual key that you need to get into the mines.
Yeah. So that took a little bit to figure out. I thought once I got that first thing, I was good, but not the case. So I had to backtrack a little bit and go back there. But I don't remember too much from this level outside of this is where you get your sniper, I think, right?
Oh, I didn't get
shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah, you get the shotgun. I already had the lever action rifle at this point.
I think I did too.
I don't remember picking up a lot of these weapons. I would just go to like change my weapon and be like, oh,
there's a weapon there.
I have a new weapon. Yeah, because usually I would just see things. I would be like, ammo! And then I would run and just run all over it, but not pay attention to what I was picking up.
Oh, sure.
And then I'd be like, oh, I picked up a new gun. That's cool.
Yeah.
Another thing in this level that I thought was really cool. This is like maybe the first enemy you come across. He's holding a big shield.
Oh, God, I hated these guys.
Which I just thought that was really unique because then when you kill them, you can use the shield, which was cool.
I also didn't like using the shield.
Me neither. I had trouble because I don't have a very good right click on my mouse, which is I have a different mouse. I'm too lazy to wire it up because I don't want to like get behind my desk. Anyways, I should have done that yesterday. But I can't right click very well, so it's hard for me to use the shield.
Yeah.
And I also had a lot of trouble putting down the shield.
Oh yeah, you had to like. For me, it was you had to hit E again, and then you'd throw it.
Oh. There's like a way you could use like a middle mouse button to like plant it in the ground.
Oh, that's
which is
cool.
kind of cool as like a way you could hide behind it.
Oh, awesome.
But you had to like aim it in front of you, and I was just trying to kept pressing it. So there was a minute where I just stuck with the shield in my hand. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because even if you pull out a two-handed weapon, when you go back to your one-handed, you'll pull the shield back out. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Like, I feel like it's just another way you could play this game. If you like the shield, rock the shield.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of the shield, but again, I was going in guns ablazing. This is, you talk about the shield guys. We get new enemies. We also got introduced to the ghost.
Yes.
Which I didn't understand.
They spooky.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like, all of a sudden barrels were getting thrown at me.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what the hell? There's a ghost in here. So I just was shooting the air. And I thought I was going to hit something, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And then I ended up leaving the room and going into the hallway. And I was like, I didn't realize that the ghost, the thing that I just killed, was responsible. So for now, it still didn't click for me that was the ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, until later in the game. Yeah, because these guys are just like, they're like floating above the air. They have like huge white sheets.
Mm-hmm.
They're spooky looking.
Yeah.
Not only do they throw barrels at you, but like if they see you, you're like everything gets red and you like shake because
It's like
psychic damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, though, I realized later that when they're hurting you, it shows like the
direction.
like, the direction that they are.
Oh yeah.
So if you pay attention when they're hurting you, it will point like.
Oh, I just got to cover. I was like, retreat.
Oh yeah, because if you could figure out, when an enemy shoots you, you can figure out where they're shooting you from depending on where the little damage circle point. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
But it was the same with the ghost. I just didn't realize this yet.
Yeah, it was just like on your cursor, there was like a circle around your cursor, and when someone would hit you from a direction, it would just indicate that direction as like a red, I don't know, cone or something to just show that area. So you finish the shipyard, you get through all that, and I forget how the end.
There's more caves.
There is more caves, and they're so fucking dark. This was the only part in the game that was like ridiculously dark.
I just sprinted through these because I didn't know what the ghosts were, so I was getting this weird psychic damage, and I was like, I just gotta get out of here. I thought there was no way to stop it. I thought that was just like something you had to avoid. So I missed killing a lot of people in this level.
Dang. Well, that's all right.
I don't think there were actually that many people in the cave.
Oh, really?
Because I also at some point I was just like, I'm done in this darkness, and I sprinted out too.
Yeah.
But I still got all the kills for the levels.
Oh, nice.
And the last thing that really stood out to me about this level, there's an area you get to where like the sky's red. And you're like up in like these like hills and mountains and stuff. There's an area where you can hop in a minecart and it'll like take you in a circle around the area.
Whoa.
And you can like, it's this big like, I don't know, I guess like valley or like crater in the ground, and like, it's all this like mining operation around it. You can ride the minecart like all the way down in a circle and like shoot everybody as you go.
That's
I didn't do that. I killed everybody, and then I hopped in the minecart and like, oh, that would have been so cool. So next time I play the game, I'm hopping in the minecart.
Yeah.
Doing that thing.
Heck yeah. That's cool.
Awesome. Yeah, but next level is
the Mine Town.
Spooky.
Yes.
Mine Town.
Spooky Mine Town. Goodness. Does anyone else want to start that one?
I think you go, Shawn.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. I just played this recently. I should really remember this.
It's very foggy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
and it starts out in the forest.
It does. Yes, I remember now. Okay, thank you. So it starts out in the forest, and you first have to find the components to unlock a bridge. So that way you can cross this canyon, and you start walking around. You're not really seeing a whole lot of people. There's like some folks, but not really. There's no one really here.
No one.
Yeah, there's like
no one.
No one around. And then
I got confident. I was like, there's no one.
Yeah.
I can run around.
Yeah,
I didn't. I was too scared. I was like, this is bad. It's foggy.
I don't know what got into me.
Yeah,
I was just it was
Same.
because I sprinted around everywhere, and I was like, there's no one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I took that time to like look for secrets and like looked around and tried to explore a little bit more because there was no one there to bother you. But once you pick up, I think it was one of the keys or a handle or something that you needed for the bridge.
The crank handle.
Yeah, then all of a sudden, boom, there's a bunch of people that show up. It was like zombies that like jump at you. So those sucked because after they jumped at you, they tended to be behind you a lot of the time or to the right or left of you.
Yeah.
And so you would try to turn around, but then by that time, they're already trying to jump at you again. So shotgun. That was the best method.
You pretty much had to because
Yeah.
they would get to you before you could gun them down with the pistol. I felt like.
Yep. This was the first time that I realized, because I loved the pistol so much.
Yes.
I used the pistol constantly. And this was the first time that I felt forced to use a different weapon.
Yeah. I was in that same boat too because they just kick your butt and there's no way unless you have a lot of damage right in front of their face to stop them. So so you kind of get through that part, but there's a lot of them and they're kind of all over the place. They're a lot faster than the cultists were.
Yes.
And they also jump at you. So
they just close distance pretty fast.
Very quickly. Yeah. So you gotta be careful. But once you get past the bridge, then you get into the actual mining town. And you can explore that area. There's still more zombies. There's still more cultists. But you can explore that space. And they talk about how in some of the notes that there was a mining community that was here and everyone was going to get paid. A new company had bought this.
New ownership.
Yeah. And so they were going to give severance packages to all the people who were working here and everyone was going to leave. Well, it turns out they killed everybody and buried them in giant holes.
Yeah.
So it was not good. So I also was able to find the submachine gun here. So the Stein I got here, which was a little bit of a challenge because you had to go like in this big warehouse and then cross the warehouse and then get to the secret spot where it was.
Yep.
But that was fun. And then, I think I opened the door that's behind that big clubhouse area. And that's the last thing I really remember.
You end up having to go down into the cellar. Did you go into the cellar?
I did go into the cellar, but I think that's kind of where I stopped. Well, I went into the cellar. And then I was climbing out of the cellar, I think, in the big tube area, going like out into like, I think it was an attic or something. And there was a boss there that had a hook that would like pull you.
It was the chainsaw guy again.
Yeah. And then, so I was there with him and that's the last thing I remember.
Yeah. Cause you go to leave, or at least this is what happened for me. I grabbed what I needed and I was like, yay, time to leave. And then of course the cellar doors slam shut and you can't leave until you kill the chainsaw guy.
I did find that you could just stay in the silo and he would just come to the front, the vent opening.
Oh, I don't know.
And you could just shoot him a few times and then he'd come back again.
You guys are conflating situations. Sorry I cut you off.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Because in the cellar was the giant zombie.
Oh, you're right. The big one.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. Sorry. I
Yeah.
knew there was an enemy down there, but I just assumed it was the.
Oh
yeah, it is because he kind of like he's like a dog.
Yeah,
almost.
he's like
a big and this.
He's a tank. He's a big tank. It takes a lot of bullets to kill that guy. You can just stay away from him from pretty much the entire time and just keep shooting him and he'll die.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Yeah.
This was Molotov time.
Oh,
If you throw a Molotov, he catches on fire, and then you just stay away from him, and he just dies.
That is nice.
That's a good strategy.
That's a good move.
Yeah, there were a couple enemies. The butt guys, I also did that too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the fire was pretty effective in this game. I should have used the Molotovs more, but
it was effective until you accidentally caught yourself on fire, and then it was equally as effective on you.
Because you have the quick button to like throw a dynamite, which I used that a lot. I rarely pulled out the dynamite and like lit it and threw it, but so that's why I never really used the Molotov. I was always throwing dynamite and then trying to shoot it, and then if I didn't shoot it, I'd like run back and throw another one. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, I blew myself up way too much,
man.
so I never used the dynamite until the very end.
Yeah. I definitely had a few times where I tried to throw it and I accidentally threw it as hard as I could, and it would just like ricochet really wildly and just blow myself up or not land in the right spot. So that definitely happened.
This level was pretty fun too because it had a lot of like zombie trope stuff going on. There was like rooms there was like little cabins. And there was one where like there was a cultist fighting against zombies in there, and I was looking through the window and I watched them get killed.
I was trying to get in and I couldn't get in.
Oh, you could get into all those cabins.
I just didn't try hard enough because I was like, there's a lot going on.
Try the fireplace.
Yeah, you can
chimney.
get in through the chimney and
Yeah.
what. Just like Santa Claus.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was
Merry
pretty fun.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
everybody.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I just really like this was kind of a small like location
Yeah.
area. Like you didn't travel through a bunch of places like you do in other levels, but it was very dense with like stuff going on, which was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And then you get to go to the mines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you guys explain the mines to me? Because I don't know that part.
I thought the mines were really cool actually.
Oh.
Yes.
It was more like a quote unquote normal level, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Basically, anything after Minetown I thought was very cool.
Oh, okay.
Minetown was also very cool, but the first couple levels I was like meh on.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if I was going to really enjoy this game as much as I ended up enjoying it.
Sure.
So I really, after Minetown, was like, oh,
That was
I like
different.
this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you get into the mines, I was initially like, oh fuck, like the next level is called the mines. Like
Yeah.
I hated that darkness. So I was kind of like, God damn it.
Yeah.
But it was really well lit. So that was good. I was
That's
happy
good.
about that. I don't think there was any areas in here that were dark.
Yeah. I think I
Nice.
still had my lighter out just in case.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't think you needed it.
Yeah.
But this level, I mean, you're like in caves the whole time, basically. But it kind of mixed it up a little bit. There were some areas that were bigger. There were some areas that were tighter. There was like an area that was like kind of almost like a maze of small hallways that like crisscrossed each other.
Yeah.
So you kept going up and being like, okay, do I go left? Do I go right? Like,
Yeah.
I got to turn the corner. Who's going to be there? You know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And there was also like these big like crevasses
Uh-huh.
where it's just like blackness beneath you, and there's these like wooden platforms that are going over it. There was some moving platforms too that you could jump on.
Yeah.
It was like,
I died a lot at one of those parts because
Oh,
I just
really?
kept falling off.
oh no.
And then at one point, because I think I'm talking about the very last one that you're riding across, and I let it take me all the way across, and then I drop, but then you're stuck there. Like the distance was too far for me to jump,
you
or I
have to
couldn't
jump back onto another like moving platform, but you have to time it really well.
It was the timing wasn't there. I just killed.
Oh,
I just
bummer.
killed myself and then started over. It was bad. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna time it right, and I'm gonna jump off in the middle. And I jumped off in the middle, and I was like, perfect. And then another one came and literally just pushed me off.
Oh, suck.
And I was just like, oh my god. Yeah. So
There's
I
a-
died a few times.
Yeah, there's a part where you like come to like a little hole and you have to jump down into water.
Oh.
And then you jump in the water and you're like kind of in the middle of it. Like there's guys shooting at you. There's a bunch of zombies in the water.
Yeah.
That was pretty action packed. But it's
Yeah.
like,
and you
there's
can
certain-
shoot underwater.
Yeah, it
That's
works just
cool.
as well as above water, you know.
Oh, nice. Of course, yeah.
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 But
Like all
Man.
weapons.
just like real life, yeah.
I did that in the mine town thinking because there's that big crater that's kind of in, I don't know, it's on the edge of the map. There's like a couple of the outbuildings and there's a giant crater that occurred. I thought that I was supposed to jump in that one time. So I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
did
just gonna,
you?
yeah, I did. Died. I fell and then I saw my own eyeballs. So
That's hilarious.
yeah, I just turned into a mush. But yeah, you can't jump down it. You just won't survive it.
Yeah, but this was like a pretty like regular-ish level. I just thought
Yeah.
it was a fun one.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then at the end you go up an elevator.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go through all these mines and you go up this like mine elevator.
Yeah.
and
Is
you
this
enter the crypts.
the crypts?
Oh.
This was
Oh
my
my
first, like,
gosh.
this is my favorite level. I mean, it didn't end
Nice.
up being my favorite level, but when we got to this one, I was like, this is my favorite so far.
This level
Yeah.
was crazy.
It was
Yeah.
so fun.
And the first thing you do is you get a flashlight when you're there.
Yes.
So you don't have to
Whoa.
hold the lighter. But that's when I knew like, oh no, it's gonna be dark.
Dark, yeah.
And it was, you can only see like a couple feet in front of you sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was creepy.
Was there any different enemies or anything?
Yes.
I can't remember what they.
There were skeletons.
Yeah.
Nice.
That wasn't until the end, though.
I know. Okay. Like, do you want to talk about this level?
No. You go. My brain is mush
Okay.
this week, and I feel like you're more locked into what happened. You're reminding me of
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
but you
I
take the lead.
feel very locked in.
Yeah.
Okay, so this level, so you get up the elevator, right? And you're like looking around and you're like definitely in like this ancient crypt. It looks like in Skyrim when you're like in the Draugr area, there's like
yeah.
skulls in the wall and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's like ancient and like very spooky, like, evil shit. And even when you get up there, there's like coffins
Yeah.
that are like open and there's like dead skeletons and stuff.
I was waiting for something to come out of the coffins. Like every time I passed it, I was like,
yeah. And there's a bunch of these throughout the level with like skeletons and stuff. And there's also like tripwires with dynamite.
Yep.
Oh man!
If you're not paying attention, you'll hit it. You can also disarm them if you see them, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that is
But
sweet.
yeah, you got to pay attention to where you're going.
And there's a lot of underwater swimming in this one too.
Yes.
Yeah. With trip wires underwater.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Well, this whole level, it's very sparse. It's kind of like a maze. Like you go like in this main chamber that looks like a boss fight room, but there's nothing in there. And there's a gate that you can't get through. You have to go on the side passage. And you have to like go all the way down this like really tight spiral staircase, like in like a castle or some shit, right? Like down into the dungeons, basically. And there's just it's like a maze kind of.
Yeah.
And you have to like go. Then you're like crawling through this tunnel, and there's all this stuff, and there's some zombies down there. But there's really
like
not
an
a
enemy
lot.
here and there.
Okay,
but
more
really-
just
Which is
trying
almost
to
worse.
navigate.
Yeah, and at
scares
one
you.
point, and there's also all these gates that are locked.
Yeah.
That you can't get through yet. And you know, sometimes in this game there's a door and it says door won't budge, and that just means
Yeah.
you'll never get through there. Other times it says, oh, like it's locked or it needs a key or something.
Yeah.
So there's all these things, and I'm like, okay, like there's gonna be a turning point in this level at some point. And I get to this gate and I can see through the gate that there's a key over there. But I can't get there yet. So I'm like, I need to get over there somehow. Doing all this nonsense, exploring this huge place. It's literally like a maze. And there's hardly any combat.
Yeah.
Till you get that key.
And then it all
Then it goes
up.
crazy. All the skeletons come to life.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It was really cool.
And and you basically have to fight your way back to the beginning.
Yeah, back through the way you came.
And you have to
To the
remember,
top, yeah.
because from that main room where you get the key, there's 3 different gates that you can go through, but one gate gets you somewhere that you can't get back to the beginning.
Oh yeah.
So you have to go through the right gate to make sure that you can get to the staircase.
Shoot.
This was, I kind of halfway just booked it through this at some point because I was like halfway lost. I was like, I can't keep exploring. There's so many enemies now.
Yeah.
Also, these skeletons had guns.
They did.
Dang.
Yeah. It was like they almost had the same weapons as the cultists. It was like they were dead cultists. So you would have some that had like a shotgun.
Yeah,
and
there's
some
like
had
the pistol
pistols.
skeleton, which is so funny. But
If I'm remembering that correctly, I think that's they were shooting at us.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
I will say we kind of missed a little bit of lore that I didn't mention. Like in the mines, there's some lore that gets dropped about like imbued. There's like something, like imbued remains. Like they're trying to imbue these bodies with some kind of, it's called the will or something.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Some kind of magic, but like the already dead ones like aren't working. I think that's what the zombies like. They can't control them or something.
Yeah.
And so you're really like kind of following in the footsteps of like what these cultists are up to. They're a big excavation. They're in this crypt.
Yeah. They like try something and they're like, whoops, and then they leave. And then they try something else and they're like, whoops, and then they go somewhere else.
So eventually you get to this huge like standoff room, back through the main chamber. Is that where the butt boss is?
Maybe.
I
think
in this boss chamber it's kind of like the giant zombie, but it's kind of like a butt.
Oh yeah.
So it's
How to explain
like
it?
2 legs, 2 round things
Butt
with
cheeks,
like
mouth.
a mouth that opens like this.
Weird.
And then it will like run like forward. Like people that are listening to this have no idea what I'm doing with my hands.
Yeah. So Emma's trying to describe like a clamshell, but turned forward that opens, and it's a mouth, but looks like a butt with legs and arms.
If you imagine somebody
No
facing
arms,
away
just
from you,
legs.
Yeah.
if you imagine somebody facing away from you and they bend over so you can only see like up to their butt, and their butt is like up, and then if you just put like a mouth where their butt like crack is, their butt crack is a mouth. That's what it looks like.
But huge.
Good grief. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. 'Cause it's like somebody's bottom half. It's got legs and a butt, basically.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. And this again, Molotov, catch it on fire, run away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then like the next room is like this huge like standoff room with like all sorts of enemies and more butts and zombies and everything.
Dang.
And then you
Kill them
blow,
all.
and then you kill them all. Then you get into another elevator, and you go up, and you go to the moon. The moon.
What?
No,
No,
no.
you don't.
You don't go to the moon.
I'm sorry.
That'd be crazy.
That
though.
would
Yeah,
be-
zombies on the moon.
So you
Shoot.
go up and it takes you to this basement. The level's called the chapel. So then you get all this ammunition. It's like fully stocked.
Bad sign.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anytime you
Bad
get like all
sign.
the ammo you could ever want. And all the ammo you could fucking dream of.
It
Yeah.
was so much ammo. I was just like, oh no.
Yeah, and I got all my armor. I got all my health back. Like
Yeah,
I'm
feeling
set
good.
to go. And you walk into this big chapel. You're like coming from, it's like this old school giant chapel with all these pews and up on the podium area, I guess.
Yeah.
You're walking up like from the back room, like from behind the podium. And it's like totally empty and you're just kind
Yeah.
of checking it out. And I'm like
And there's like
being scared.
stained glass, like
Huge stained glass windows.
Yeah.
Just like there temporarily for a little bit.
Mm.
Well, and I'm like so scared. I'm
Sure.
like, what's going on here? Like I'm like barely creeping forward.
Yeah.
And at some point I creep forward enough and the windows get shot out
Oh.
and this alarm goes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And these fools just start coming in.
And they don't stop.
They don't stop. Literally. Ever.
Holy
They just
cow.
keep coming
Forever.
and coming.
Forever?
Forever. Until
Until the tank arrives.
the tank comes through.
What is this fucking game? Who's
And-
driving the tank?
Who knows?
They are.
The
So-
cultists.
So this like chapel, like you can go outside, like you can go around back where there's like a little graveyard. You can go in the front with all this courtyard area and like pagodas and crap. And like,
Yeah.
it's you're basically like running away from all these enemies, shooting them, getting
Yeah.
more ammo.
This
like,
is where you get the
Yeah.
grenade launcher,
yeah.
That's
I think.
sweet.
Or
I think you can get it in
maybe-
the previous level, but you definitely get one in the basement of the chapel.
I
too.
definitely noticed I had one during this level.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you need it for the tank. And,
Yeah.
And the tank, a big health bar comes on the top. You got to kill this tank to
Yeah.
advance in the level. And it shoots a big tank bullet at you and explodes. And you don't want to be near that. But also, the environment is destructible there too. Like there's
Yeah.
these stone walls in the courtyard. You try to hide behind them, but it just blows them up.
Oh.
And so, initially you have to kill a bunch of guys before the tank spawns. But then even when the tank spawns, more guys will keep spawning periodically.
Mhm.
So as you're like avoiding this tank fire and like grenading them, more guys keep coming up behind you and you got to take those guys. It's crazy. It's
It is.
Jeez.
it's like, it's crazy. I don't know how
Yeah,
to describe
wild
it.
one,
It's
man.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was insane. I will say one thing that pissed me off about this level. I was going through, I killed so many people, and then I killed the tank, and I was like, I cannot wait to see how many people I killed.
28.
2.
What?
Huh?
It just said 2. Not even 2 out of, it just said 2.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
I think it glitched out.
Yeah.
Because mine was only 28, which I feel like I probably killed 28 people before I even left the chapel building.
Yes. I was so mad because I was like, I wanted to know. I felt like I killed so many, like hundreds.
Yeah, that's what it felt
Hundreds
like.
of people. And then it just said 2. I was like,
Man.
God damn it.
Yeah. Like, Shawn, if you only play a little bit more of this game, which I think you should finish the game, but if you only play a little bit more, play to this level because
Yeah.
it's crazy. man.
Yeah.
That's
That
cool.
sounds nuts.
Yeah, and that alarm is going off the whole time.
Yeah.
The music is intense. Yeah.
Very
You're getting
cool.
shot from like behind always.
Everywhere,
You're
yeah.
always getting shot by someone random.
Yeah, there's always like a guy like behind you or to the left or like
You look behind you and you're like, no one's there, and then you get immediately whacked in the back of the
Yeah.
head, and you're like,
it's like there's nowhere to hide.
no.
There's nowhere to go.
You just have to keep running around. I was
Uh-huh.
just running around the chapel, just
Yeah.
in a circle.
But yeah, that level was cool.
Yeah.
It kind of bummed me out because the level like ends immediately when you kill the tank.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you don't get the chance to go around and pick up more ammo and stuff afterwards.
Oh, that sucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's pretty quick. And then all of a sudden you're in the asylum grounds. Because you're trying to get to this asylum. Because I think that you do read at one point, maybe you read it in the asylum grounds that, oh no, they were excavating in the little, in the mines or in the mine town. They were talking about excavating underneath the asylum and how it was like really dangerous and the structure wasn't, like they were digging too much.
Digging too much.
Yeah, like they were digging underneath the asylum, so the asylum was like
Oh,
gonna,
right. Yeah.
like it was
Yeah.
gonna
I
crumble.
You read about this in the mining episode or in the mining chapter because I read about that in
Yes.
the mining
Yeah.
chapter.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, they where the new management decided that they wanted to dig under this asylum, and the people were kind of questioning, like, what the heck is going on? Why are we doing this? Is to get those crazies out. So,
Well,
we continue.
yeah,
Rylan,
sorry, I don't know anymore.
again.
No, we go to the asylum grounds.
Yeah.
Is what this area is called. And this is where, like, I think I talked about this in the last episode last week. There's kind of nothing going on. You like walk up to this campsite and then you hear,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sniper and the music picks up.
Yep.
Oh.
And now this level has snipers. And this is cool because there's a bunch of snipers in this level, and they're obviously like up on the mountainside and stuff, but there's even snipers you can't ever like get to.
Oh, yeah.
There's some that are just like literally like in the background that you can kill, but you can't like go to their body.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of fun. And
Yeah.
this level, it's another outdoor level, very similar to like the first one almost.
Mm-hmm. This was a long
It was a
level.
really long one,
Holy
too.
shit, it
Yeah.
was long.
And it had a lot of like huge rocks that had bases on them, and you're going through this area with snipers and stuff. And basically you need to like get to this switch that opens a door, get to this next switch that opens this door. And you do that a few times at the beginning. There's even one where it's like the switch is inside like a semi-truck trailer at the back of it.
Yeah.
There's no enemies in this whole area. So you know, like, okay, God, I'm going to flip the switch and they're all going to come. You flip the switch and I'm sitting there and I'm ready for them all. And I'm shooting them as they're coming in. I'm like, I'll just camp out here. And then the guy with the incinerator comes out.
Yeah.
He's got a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And I cannot stay inside the semi-truck anymore.
No.
He was hard to kill. I
He
think
was.
I was literally using my grenade launcher, and this is when I realized like headshots really counted.
Yeah.
Because the next time I encountered one of these, I think I used my shotgun and did a headshot like 3 or 4 times, and then he died.
Oh, I never
But
got close to these people again. If I could help it.
I had upgraded my shotgun and my pistol and my sniper. Those were the
Okay.
3 that I like really upgraded. And so maybe my submachine gun, or I think I upgraded that for like damage.
Mm-hmm.
But no, once I upgraded my shotgun, oh my god.
The shotgun was good in this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for those biggins, if I could get close enough, I would just take the damage a little bit, but just headshot.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
But so you do that a few times, open a lever, open a door. And then you like get to this big opening and there's like a little road. And on the right side, the road's like blocked off. You can't go there. But on the left side, this huge scene with this giant asylum. It's like 3 stories tall. It's like a mansion, but it's like
Yeah.
super old and everything. And this place is like built for like a siege. Like they have a huge like wall out front.
Whoa.
There's literally like trenches.
Yeah, they've dug trenches.
Holy
trenches
cow.
around.
There's
Yeah.
snipers on the roof. Like they're ready.
Jeez.
They're ready for like an army, but you're just one guy.
Yeah.
But you got this.
So yeah, you take them all out. You go in there. There's so many different ways you can go. You can go like underground in the trenches that go under the walls. You can like go up on the walls.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you really got to kill everyone, because
Pretty
if you
much.
don't, someone's going to come for you and you're not paying attention.
Get
Oh,
ya.
and I think there was a The Walking Dead callback, like
Reference?
Oh.
a reference. Thank
Yeah.
you. There's like well, it's like the shed, like that has the garage door with the painting on it that says like "Don't open dead
Oh,
inside."
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's a Walking Dead reference.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
No,
bring that up before I forgot.
I noticed that, but I didn't know what the reference was from. I was like, oh, this is from something. But yeah.
Yes, I believe it's The Walking Dead.
This level also, and like in the back, there's a hedge maze.
Oh no!
And you have to go in the hedge maze, and like there's
I
no
didn't-
enemies in there.
I didn't save before the hedge maze.
Oh no.
I hadn't saved for so long. I don't know what. I was usually so good.
That damn hedge maze.
Well, because something happens.
Yeah, you keep going, and then you pick up an item. Of course, it's when you pick up the item, the chainsaw guy comes out. He
Of
breaks
course.
through the wall of the hedge maze, which is just sick
Whoa.
as hell. Actually, happens a couple times in there.
Yeah,
there's
there's
like 2
two
or
of
3 of them.
Dang, that sucks though, because then you gotta really take those guys out quick.
Yeah, that didn't kill me the first time, but I loaded my save because it almost killed me. I was like, I'm not continuing with no health.
Yeah, it
But-
killed me for sure. Twice or 3
But
times.
yeah, this area was cool. And then you eventually get on the roof
Yeah.
because all the doors are like barricaded, and so you eventually
Another
get on the roof.
incinerator guy up there too.
You kill all the people on the roof, and then you can drop down into the like through the roof inside
Dang.
and then you're in the asylum.
the asylum.
Yeah.
And you need your flashlight because it's dark again.
Oh shoot.
This was Spooky Town.
This was big
Part
spook.
2.
Yeah.
Is this new section?
Yes.
New level.
Oh,
yeah.
New
okay.
level.
So we're at
We're in the asylum.
Yep. Level 8.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like I'm just talking so much.
I'm sorry. I'm making you talk a
No,
lot, but
that's
I just
fine.
feel like you remember it more than I do.
I'm
and
like locked in.
Yeah.
There's so much that I'm like, oh, I'm just excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
this ended up being my favorite chapter.
Oh, really? I don't like this chapter.
I loved this chapter because it was so scary. There were so many ghosts.
Yeah.
So many little zombies, or I don't even.
Yeah, there was a bunch of spooky parts. There was like, and basically you're just going through the interior of this place, and it's like an abandoned asylum. There's like, here's the cafeteria where all the tables are like busted up, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Here's the crawl space in the wall that you have to like traverse.
So much crawl
A
space.
lot
time.
of crawl space time. A lot of spookiness.
Yeah.
There wasn't at the beginning. There weren't that many. Kind of like in the crypts at the beginning, there weren't that many enemies. A lot of tension though.
Yeah.
And there's like creaky stuff, and you know.
I feel like there was another reference, and I don't know what it was referencing, but at one point you're like walking into these rooms, and they have like big doorways, and instead of doors, they have these like plastic flaps.
Yes.
And you're inside one, and all of a sudden, a little old style wheelchair just rolls in.
Oh.
It rolls in like under the little plastic flap, and
Oh
then
my
it's
God.
just like
I almost quit playing at this plastic flap part. This was too scary because, okay, so like you come out through the wall into that room where the thing comes out, and you're like, oh shit, like there's gonna be somebody back there.
Yeah.
So like I like take some deep breaths and I go out there. There's nobody there.
no one.
And so you're in this little hallway with some rubble at one end, and there's, including the one you came out of, there's 3 of those flaps. And they're all like kind of flapping in the wind. And it's very like creepy and quiet, and you can kind of hear them flapping as they go. And you're like, okay, like I guess I'll go in the next one. Go in there, nobody. So you're like, okay, well, now I have to go back out in the hallway. And you can't see, you know, it's not like the
Yeah.
doors that you open and you like can kind of see out there.
Yeah.
Your flashlight is blocked until
Yeah,
the
you have
flap,
to
like,
commit
goes-
to actually going out there.
Yeah.
So I go out there, nobody. Okay, the third one, that's going to have somebody. Go in the third one, nobody's there. But there is one of those like corpses hanging that's like cut in
Yes,
half.
yeah.
the half.
And I'm like,
audience.
oh my God, a chainsaw guy. I'm like, this area is too small for a chainsaw guy. Like, where am I going to run away to? And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I know when I go out there, there's going to be a chainsaw guy. So I went out there and there was nobody.
Oh God.
So then I go back to the first spot because there's nowhere else to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the first spot with the wheelchair. There's nothing. I'm so confused. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like so much tension because like as I go back and forth, since there's 3 places, they're just going in the other one that I'm not going every time. That's not the case. There's not anybody there.
Nobody there. Yeah.
But I stressed out so much. I almost quit playing because I'm like, I'm too stressed.
Oh,
like I gotta stop.
gosh,
I think in one of
man.
those you had to like climb up to there's like a hole in the ceiling, or
It's the rubble at the end. You can crouch and go underneath of it.
oh
But
yeah.
it took me a minute. I
Oh.
was so scared.
Yeah,
I
there
was
were-
so scared. Shawn.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude.
a bunch of points where you either have to crouch and go under or look for a hole in the ceiling to climb up. But I loved this level. It was the tension. There
Yeah.
was just like so much like creepiness. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was terrible. I mean, if
really
you can't
fun.
tell, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah.
And then eventually you get to the like kind of the other half of the asylum, where this is where the cultists are still actively doing shit. They're like having
Yeah.
rituals and
Yeah.
stuff. But something that happens at some point is these suits of armor
No.
come alive.
Oh my God, that was in this
This
level?
is the first level with them. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I thought that
Yeah.
they didn't. I
Yeah.
thought they didn't show up until the excavation
Yeah.
site.
Yeah.
Are we in the excavation site?
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, because so many times, just like the coffins, I saw them and I was like, they're going to come to life.
I shot one in the head before
Me
it came to life
too.
because I was like, is it going to die?
and
No.
it didn't. And it didn't come to life. And then you walk past
But you know they're
them,
going to come to life.
And they come to life and they're the worst.
They're so fast.
They're like the zombies, but times 10.
Whoa.
Like
They
they come for you
they-
and they slice you.
Dang.
and they're so tough.
Ugh. Shotgun. At least 3 shots of the shotgun. We haven't talked about the robot. There's also that like kind of robot guy.
What?
Eh,
Who?
He has like a cross. He has like a cross on his chest.
Oh, he's like, I thought of him as like a special ops, like shotgun guy.
I thought he was a robot.
Oh.
Oh.
I want to look up the enemies and see what their names actually were.
Yeah, he's got like all black and he's got like 2 sawed off shotguns in his hands.
Dang.
And Yeah, he sucks. I don't know when he popped up. I think we've seen him by now, but
Yeah.
when you see that, he's kind of like the Terminator, honestly.
I think he showed up at
In the mines.
Yeah.
I think that clear
that
back then.
sucks.
Yeah, so we have, let's see, the grenade cultist, the corpse, the brute. That's the little, like, the big zombie looking thing. Adept is what they've called it here.
Okay.
Oh.
The Adept, a high-ranking member of the cult, equipped with an anti-intruder gear. Adept will pursue the player wherever they go in order to torment them.
And he was
They have a
kind of
shotgun
cool.
and
He
a
had the
Sten-
shotgun
and a Sten machine gun.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did.
And yeah, so they're good for close range and long range.
But he would also sometimes he would like get ready to fire and then he'd crouch. So I'm like shooting at him and then I'm missing. I'm like, God damn it! And then I got out of the way.
I lied. The butt does have arms.
Oh, arms and legs.
It's called the Devourer. Here's. That's what it looks like.
It does look like a butt.
Oh
though.
my gosh, it does look like a butt with teeth in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like a vertical mouth.
Yeah. That's creepy.
Yeah.
All right, so what happens after the asylum?
So in the middle of the asylum, there's like an elevator.
Oh. Sorry. Continue.
You go up to the top to get something you need. I think to like do something you need to activate the elevator.
Sure.
When you get to the top, the whole place starts catching on fire, and it's like the walls become fire, and it's like crazy looking.
Oh,
I forgot this
man.
was all the asylum.
Yeah.
I thought that we were, but you're right. We're still above ground.
Yeah, and it's kind of cheesy because it's like instead of like the wall texture, it's like a fire texture that's like moving, but it's like still the
It's
same.
flat.
Like it's flat, but it works. I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could touch it if you'd get hurt. I didn't touch it.
I
on
didn't.
Purpose.
I was too scared.
Yeah.
But there's kind of a showdown with a flamethrower guy.
Yeah. I could not afford to catch on fire at that point.
I
So
mean, I was already on fire from the flamethrower guy, honestly.
Oh, sure.
yeah.
But so you get to that like lift and you go down, down, down. So they have another. This is now the excavation site,
Yeah.
and this is beneath the chapel.
And this is also a huge level.
This level is
Oh.
crazy. This excavation site.
This was also this was also my favorite level.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't really like this level. to be
This is when
honest.
I was just headshotting everyone.
Nice.
When you're like on your John Wick crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When you're really feeling it in this game, it feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But the first part of this is like this huge, like literally like so big, it's like you're outside, but you're underground,
Yeah.
like industrial, like dig site.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very like concretey, and there's like big drops, like it's almost like a giant staircase down. As you go deeper, deeper, deeper into the ground, and there's all sorts of enemies, snipers, you name it, giant zombie brutes that they have in a little cage that says dog, and he's got a little water bowl.
Oh, geez.
There's that. I think really just that part took too long for me.
It was really long, and it
It's-
really is just like grinding through every
Yeah.
single enemy you've come across.
And I think because I was exploring so much, that got a little old when I'm like, there wasn't really that much going on, but it's so big that it takes me forever to like walk around everything just to make sure I've hit it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do say in the very beginning of the game. Sorry to bring it
Oh,
way
no,
back,
go ahead.
But they say in the very beginning, like explicitly, like it's really important to explore everything. So if you hear
Yeah.
us like talking about how we're exploring all these things, it's because they explicitly say like you
Yeah.
should to be successful, you need to explore the maps.
Yeah, and this
So-
is definitely a game that rewards the exploration too.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you find those caches, it's like, man, this is sweet.
But there
So-
is like I didn't find very many secrets, and I was super successful still. I mean,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
on casual mode, but if you're not into finding the secrets, like you can make it work.
Yeah, I think for the first 3 levels, I think I had only found maybe 2 or 3 secrets in each one, and there's between 7 and 10, I think, in each
Yeah.
map. So I mean, yeah, I only found a handful of them, but even just those little handful is so huge in the game. So
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, you're good.
Well, the main like really like the meat of this level
Yes.
is once you get to like the very end of this excavation site where it's more structured. Like
there's like stone columns.
Mhm.
It's like an
Oh.
ancient temple looking thing.
That they've uncovered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's basically you can see like there's this cage, and you've fought through a good amount of enemies.
Yes.
You've kind of gotten into it. You're like, okay, this is like end game. I'm kind of there.
Yeah.
You can tell that there's this like cage, and behind it you can see all of this ammo and all of this health, like all of this, but you need a key, so you go all the way down this spiral staircase.
Of course.
And then
You
there's
go
like
into hell.
there's a wall of fire, And then there's like this thing, but it's missing a piece. So you're like, okay, I got to go farther down.
Yeah.
And to find that little piece, you have to do like mini bosses. So you go down and there's 3 different rooms. And each of these 3 rooms has one, like a handful of the big bosses that you fought previously.
Yeah.
So you get the chainsaw guy, you get the brute, you get I can't remember what exactly was in
There's
all
a room
3.
with the armor guys, there's a room with
Yeah.
the chainsaw guys, and
Butt
there's a
face
room
guys.
there's a room with like a shit ton of zombies, brutes, and
Yeah.
butt faces.
Yeah.
And that room is like hell. There's like lava
Yes.
everywhere, and
Oh.
like it's all like cavey and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And
Creepy.
but once you fought through that, you get the missing piece. You put that into this like altar thing, and that drops all the flames.
Mhm.
So you can actually go across now.
Yeah.
You fight through more enemies, like really deep into the cave. And this is when you run into like a ton of like undead and butt guys
Sure.
and brutes. And you crawl through this hole.
Oh yeah.
And basically what I did at this point, I was really low on ammo. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I realized I had the incinerator. Like I had the flamethrower.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't used it once. And so
That thing was
would.
effective.
The funniest thing was you could see the outline of the little butt guys just standing there. Like everyone was just standing in place. And so you'd run, I would bait everyone to chase me, and then I'd run back into the little hole where they couldn't get me. And then I would stand and I would spray my flamethrower and catch them on fire and then just wait for them to die.
Good idea.
And then I would run back out and I would bait more people, and then I would run back to that hole. I basically did that until they were all dead.
Wow.
Good move though.
I did that with like the first little pack, but then after that I just did normal. But I had lots of ammo still at that point.
I was
Yeah.
pretty low on ammo at this point.
I was doing a lot of scum saving where it's like if I wasted too much ammo or I took too much damage, I would just leave.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I would literally like walk 5 steps and like save, and then like walk 5 more steps and then like, oh, there's a door here, better save.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's where I was at this point in the game.
Yeah. So you get the key at the very back of this, and this is that key that gets you into that behind that gate. You go back
Yeah.
up the stairs,
Yep.
all that ammo. And then again, there's almost like another little like chapel like structure. There's like a building underground kind of.
Yeah, well
Interesting.
there's this really cool area where there's like this big like crevasse again with like lava this time.
Mm-hmm.
And you're coming out of one structure and there's like another structure across the crevasse. And
Yeah.
so there's all these bridges in between.
Yeah.
There's like 3 bridges or so. There's all these guys up there. It's like it's like another fortress basically.
Yeah,
Because they're like
it's-
on the building too, like shooting at you from the 2nd floor and everything.
Dang.
Yeah. I had to restart this one multiple times because I only had like, I don't know, I was really low on sniper ammo. Even though you get
Oh.
all this stuff, it didn't give me enough. And
Yeah.
so I was making sure, like, if I didn't headshot every single person that was far, far away, I would start over.
I had to start this
Yeah.
part over a bunch because I died. Because for some reason, at some point I was like, oh, maybe I can kick somebody into the lava.
Oh.
So I kept trying to do that, but also I was like being skittish of their shotgun fire and stuff.
Yeah.
So I kept falling in the lava myself.
Oh yeah.
Or I'd accidentally do like a slide while I was running and like, oh no, I'm in the lava now.
yeah.
So it happened to me like 5 times
Dang.
to the point where I had to stop trying to be cool. It's like, this isn't my forte.
Yeah.
But then you end up, you get in across the way into this structure, you go deeper and you open these giant doors, and then there's more people to fight. I think there's like, isn't there 2 sets of big doors?
Something like that. Yeah.
Because I thought I was at the end. I was like, oh, this is going to be like, I'm entering the last level. No, there's just more people to fight.
Oh,
another room with a
gosh.
shit ton of people.
Yeah.
But then you get to these final big doors and you open it. And on the other side, you see a man.
Well, now we're on level 10.
Gotcha. Last
Um,
level.
The last level. That level was the excavation site. Now we're on the ritual chamber.
Gotcha. Continue.
Yes. There's like a long path ahead of you in just darkness. And at the edge of the cliff, there stands one final cultist. He's got to be like the head guy. He's got a book. He's
Yeah.
reading out of this book in like this weird language.
Sure.
And he turns around and he looks at you and he says something like, "It's been done.
Yeah, he says, it is done.
It is done."
Oh.
And then the whole room lights up and there's this huge like I think what is it? The abomination.
The abomination,
Yeah.
and it has a huge hand and it like kills the guy
Whoa.
right in front of you.
Yeah. And he's just like this huge skeleton. It has like its heart,
beating
like
heart.
a big beating heart. And
Gnarly.
I thought it was going to be a really tough fight.
And it
was
wasn't?
not.
Oh man.
Maybe I'm misremembering how you walk in because you hit a room with a bunch of ammo before
Yeah, at
this.
the
You might
beginning of
actually go up I might be misremembering.
I think you do just walk in. Anyways, you start the level in this room with like all the ammo and everything you could possibly need. So yeah, I was really expecting a huge showdown too.
Yeah, and I was full on dynamite. I was full on grenades. So I used my grenade launcher to just hit the guy enough that the like chest cavity opens up.
Yeah, his ribs.
And so then you can get the heart and then it closes and then you hit him enough that the chest cavity opens up and you hit the heart. And that was just like I did grenade launcher until I ran out of grenades and then I was just throwing dynamite and then he was dead.
Yeah, this took me a couple tries because I thought it was going to be a longer fight. So I like wasn't using all my ammo on him at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
I was like shooting him a little bit and then I was
waiting to see if anything else was going to happen
Yeah, and
or
you're
if
kind
people
of-
were going to pop out.
like you're kind of on this like ledge, this like little half bridge that kind of sticks out into the room for a while. And he's like throwing stuff at you and hitting his giant fist at you.
I don't think I even stepped forward, so he didn't even come close to hitting me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
Nice.
even take a step forward. I just started firing from there, and
Oh, you're cold-blooded.
I was never in any danger at all.
Yeah, I kept looking around. Well, what happens is when you finally do enough damage that his like rib cage opens up and you can really go for the heart, enemies spawn out of the sides of the room too. Like a handful of enemies, like
I
3 from each side or
never even
so.
saw them.
That must be the difficulty change then.
I mean, it
Well,
could
no,
be,
I think
honestly.
I don't think I walked out far enough to even see down.
Oh,
I could see like his heart. Like that
Yeah.
was all I could see. And anything, I never saw any enemies come out, but
I feel like it could have been more intense, but it didn't take long enough to kill him. Like you eventually I did just like focus on him and I didn't even notice guys either because I was just like boom, 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 boom.
Sure.
Yeah.
He dead.
Yeah. Well, that kind of sucks that it was that uneventful.
I
thought
didn't
It was
really,
pretty
I
cool,
actually
though.
was, I
Yeah.
still was not unhappy with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
That's
still,
good.
it was fun. I mean, he was like a cool giant like skeleton muscle guy.
Yeah.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But then at the end, I guess this is the 4th cutscene, I guess now.
Yeah.
But at the end, it's like the place is like there's it's rumbling, like stuff's starting to fall from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And like a portal like opens up where his heart was.
Yeah.
And so you don't have a choice. You got to go that way. You go through the portal, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Seems fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
You have
I
to play
think
those later levels.
you definitely need to. Thank goodness, Rylan, your voice has lasted as long as it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because,
Nice job, man.
You were planning on actually hosting this episode,
Uh-huh.
and then you were like, I better not because my voice, it's you were coughing a lot.
Yeah.
But then you've ended up basically hosting this episode, so
It's been fun. I was like, thank you guys for letting me come, even though I sound like this, because I've been excited to talk about this game.
yeah.
Don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say really quick too, before we finish out, I don't need to go into it because we're getting long on time here, but the CULTIC, when you buy the game, it does also come with a bonus level that is like a teaser for the chapter 2,
The interlude.
the interlude, which is pretty sick. Actually, it definitely adds a lot more story stuff.
Oh,
it makes
yeah.
me really excited to play the next part of the game, the DLC, CULTIC chapter 2. But in this DLC, you basically you're going through the portal and the portal gets cut off. Like a cult member is like, kill the portal, like he's coming.
Oh.
And so then your character is like in the air, like way up in the air, and you fall and you die, I guess, because you play this interlude from the perspective of policemen.
Oh.
And you get through different documents and conversations at the police station that basically you have the character from the main game in the morgue.
Yeah.
And it's like a cover up because everybody there is like, oh, we know one of our own. We know we know this guy.
Yeah.
He's one of us, but like he's listed as a John Doe. Like officially nobody knows who he is, but it's really
Oh.
weird that like this guy showed up dead out of the blue out in the country with all this ammunition and nobody knows what happened.
Yeah.
Well, basically the cultists break in. There's a story where the chief is like on their side.
And he's like, anyone who doesn't bear the sign of the will get killed. Like the
Oh.
police chief has to like convert as many of the officers as he can.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool because instead of an axe, you have a police baton at the beginning
Heck
until you get an axe,
yeah.
and you also have a different, like you have like a revolver instead of a pistol.
The revolver was OP.
It was really
Holy
powerful.
shit. Yeah, you're just...
Nice.
So you have this level in the police station.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you play as that police person for chapter 2, but it was pretty fun.
That's cool.
And the cultists want to get the body. The
Sure.
body of the hero is like important because he has imbued power or something. So they're really about it. But
Yeah.
Man,
it's
Yeah.
it's really
that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Don't skip it.
Definitely go check this game out.
Yes.
Super awesome.
Fun one.
Sean, I hope you have time to finish it. It was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I'm going to try to this weekend.
Yeah. But this concludes the discussion episode for CULTIC. Please join us next week for the rating episode of The Drifter.
So. Yeah.
This is Sean's pick, followed by the discussion episode the week after. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there's something you'd like us to review. Just make sure you include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's LetMeBeyourGG. And we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And you can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you for listening. We can't wait to see you next week. And thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
Bye.
Are you ready to rumble?
I'm more ready than these freaking cultists. They're about to get shot up.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not ready.
Yeah.